Hong, Tereshka, Beshkovo, and Gagarin. From right to left. Majin Buu. Alright. Almos. Edward James Almos. Almos is a hydrogen. I've already made that joke with a planet before. It's pretty good. Hydrogen helium gas giant with traces of sodium are darkening its atmosphere. Edward James Almos just has so many planets named after him. Pre-gel. Pre-gel is an enormous terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and ethane. Sounds like a party to me. Its surface is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of aluminum. No landing has ever been attempted. Yeah, probably because of all the chlorine. Almost. Good one. Maji orbits the Vamshi binary giant stars. Vamshi A is a blue star of spectral class A4111, which burns at half again the temperature of the Sol. Vamshi B is an aging red giant of class M5111, over 220 times the size of Sol. God damn it. Maji has a thin atmosphere of methane and carbon monoxide. The difference in temperature between the hemisphere facing the sun and that facing deep space causes constant wind, stirring the silica and sodium dust at the surface. Unsavory characters in the Terminus systems occasionally use Maji for forms of cruel sport, dumping slaves, hostages, quarreling shipmates, or even, when bored, vicious animals on the surface. One must kill the other before they will be rescued from the lethal radiation of the giant stars. Sounds like a party. Yeah, it is a bit odd how you never get like promoted from commander. I'd assume that you were eventually promoted to admiral, because eventually you're just kind of basically making decisions that are like, you're certainly like beholden to almost no one within the military structure of the Alliance. Not really. They kind of just give you free reign, so you're effectively an admiral, but not actually. Although you do have basically, you're just everything except for title, so. Yeah. Anderson did get promoted. If he wasn't the thingy, if he wasn't the council member, he does get promoted. Which is why it's nice to give Udina the old council seat, because binary sons. Anyways, it's nice to give Udina the council seat, because Udina just then gets more screen time and scream time. Screaming time. Udina with screaming time with Udina. Sounds like a sitcom. Or intergalactic politics, am I right? Get over there. No, not right. God damn it. There we go. Woo, I did it. Squeezed it out. All about hacking that mineral deposit. So ill-explained. It's pretty good. Gotta hack those mineral deposits, man. The survey technology is just really, really, really unintuitive. So you just have to hack it every time, I guess. That sounds like a good idea. Yeah, he didn't want to be a Paragon. Aww. Actually, out of all the good options, like in video games, I find Paragon to be, you know, pretty good. But I'm usually a goody two shoes anyways, when I'm not playing Red Rogers effectively. Or if I'm not trying to go for supreme unlimited power. Usually limited power is more Renegade than Paragon, but odd skull. Ooh, what's this? It's an odd skull.
Cover me.
Ooh. This massive skull is scored by deflected mass accelerator shots. The xenobiology files in your heart suit computer can't identify the species. It must have been brought here from an unknown world. Wow. No kidding about those pirates bringing creatures down to fight on the surface. By very end, you mean whether or not to be, basically choose to be the new ball spawn, or to be ball, I guess. The new god of blood. Yeah, Coder Lightside is pretty, it's pretty pallid. Pretty much just like, be good. That's it. But it's kind of meant that way. Coder 1 is very kind of, in many ways, mass accessible in that way. Jade Empire had a good one too, for sure. Open, they delved into it a little bit more in Jade Empire. And I do like also how in Jade Empire there's multiple endings, like for reals. Spoiler alert for Jade Empire, for anyone who cares. There's an ending you can have where instead of killing Master Li, you can just be like, yeah, actually Master Li, your plan's a good one. I like it. Just make sure I'm remembered forever. And then it gives you a nice little cutscene where everyone's just surrounded by golems. And you just have a big ass statue of yourself, and it's just like, so everyone's just chanting your name and Master Li's name. So he lives up to his bargain. Yeah. So it's a good ending. It's an interesting ending, for sure. And then there's also a good and a bad ending, technically, but they're very similar. It just depends on who's bowing to you at the end scenes, basically. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights 2 original campaign. That's a good one too. That one's a little bit darker though, to be fair. I remember getting that. Actually, that was the first ending I did get, because actually it probably it might have been the first that I got. Then I beat King of Shadows after that, but I remember getting that and I was like, that's dark. I didn't realize that I had assumed that every character could have that ending. I didn't realize it was just evil characters. I was rolling an evil character just for the character progression. But yeah, it's just evil characters, which is a nice touch. It makes sense for sure. I always remember from that ending that you find Dagon and you haul out his skull and like you use it like as a candle holder, like right next to your throne in Crossroads Keep. That was always a very salient feature of that ending to me. There we go. Got some Geth. There are a lot of deposits on this planet. Those, oh, they are. Woo! Just keep moving, just keep moving, 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 moving. 285. Yeah, that's definitely more than I would get in the thing. Yeah, it's a nice ending for the original. Yeah, siding with Bastila, killing Juhani and Jolie. By the way, spoiler alert again, but seriously, just play those games. They're very good. To anyone who's concerned about it. Bam, bam, bam. Also get to kill Master Mandar. You don't see it though. Always wanted to fight one of those Yoda species in a video game. Just to see if it would be like at the end of episode 2. Just so many backflips. Because that's what consulars do. Backflips.
Heading to position.
Whoa. Ah, clicked out of it. No, stop it. Game. There we go. We're good. We're good. Yeah, it would be terrible. No. Wouldn't be very good. Oh my goodness! Woo! That was a close one. Dead. Alright, get back into Mako. Yeah, it would have been certainly more visually interesting in Force Unleashed. You just get your ass kicked by Yoda on Dagobah. Effectively, I would assume. In many ways, they're very easy to take care of once you get out of the Mako, especially with Tally in your group. Tally also has the Master AI, so she can hack anything that the Geth have, which is, oh boy. Get out. Get out, get out, get out. Oh boy. Yeah, no, that game was not very impressive, but it definitely had like, it was all more about the mechanics than the actual. Uh-oh. And the mechanics themselves weren't the best, they were just kind of impressive. Kind of a little bit gimmicky, really. But still impressive. Impressive enough. This is gonna go well. Oh boy, I poisoned myself. Yeah! Good tactic, me. Wow. Oh boy.
Just a scratch.
What? That just went through a wall. I do not accept that as a thing that just happened. Although getting into the Mako, reviving everyone is a very effective strategy, it seems. Also, barrier warp is good too. Yeah. Yeah, but Yoda's got that puppet power, man. You gotta always consider the puppet power. Always consider the puppet power. All right. I guess pistols now, really, because they can be good eventually. They're not bad. Can also do basic armor. Shouldn't be bad either. Or barrier, even. Because 700 points of damage is a lot. And it's basically I could have it up almost all the time. Once I get it up high enough. Yeah, alright. Very well. Was that it?
All targets down.
I think that was it. We just had to come here and kill these Geth. I don't even know what they were doing here. Some Geth related shenanigans, no doubt. Yeah, I think that was it. Woohoo! Nothing else on the radar? Nope. Woo! Woo! Jazz hands. Alright. Good job, everybody. Zoom out. Oh wait, no, you gotta go to a whole bunch of different planets in the Armstrong Nebula. That's right, I remember it now.
Urgent message from Alliance Command.
Completionist.
I'll patch it through.
Shepard, this is Admiral Hackett from Alliance Command. We've got a situation here, and you're the only one that can handle it.
Oh boy, yeah, I've heard that before.
How come every time there's a problem, you end up running to me?
You're a Spectre, Shepard. And this isn't some run-of-the-mill mission. There's an Alliance training ground where we test weapons and technology in live-fire simulations.
Oh, this is the lunar
One of the
mission.
VIs we use to
That's a
simulate
good
enemy
mission.
tactics in the drills is no longer responding to our override commands. It's gone rogue.
Rogue?
Are you telling me this computer is thinking on its own?
We're not stupid, Shepard. This is a virtual intelligence, not a true AI. It's not self-aware, and it can't access any external systems. We didn't do anything illegal here. Virtual intelligence support is critical to our military success. VIs process thousands of status reports and react in nanoseconds. No human can do that. We need you to fight your way through the training ground of the VI core and manually disable it.
Can't you disable it remotely?
Our fail-safes aren't responding. The VI operates on a closed network. It can affect any external systems, but we don't have any direct access to its processes. We could bomb it from orbit, but the damage to the facility would be catastrophic.
Aww.
We'd prefer to have someone shut down the core. Someone like you. I know Spectres answer the Council, but you're still human. You're still part of the Alliance military. And right now, we need
Oh yeah,
you.
that's right, there is a...
The VI controls all the facility's weapons, drones, and automated defenses. You're the only one that can pull this off, Shepard. Good luck.
There's so many little details in this game that I've forgotten about. Because they usually are pretty inconsequential and little. Alright. Trigier is a tiny ice dwarf with trace atmosphere of xenon and krypton. The frozen surface is mainly composed of water ice and ammonia. Cryovolcanic processes are gradually repaving the surfaces with sheets of fresh ice. Cryovolcanic? It's like a reverse? Huh, interesting. Survey it. Lithium. At one point I thought every little tiny detail in this game was of the utmost importance. That's why I kind of have a fond memory of all of the little details that I've now forgotten about. The Shaka is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. In the past, it was often used as a drive discharge point for pirates raiding human settlements from the Terminus systems. In 2178, the Alliance set up a network of covert sensing devices on Thessica's moons. Recordings of pirate FTL exit vectors over the course of 6 months led the Alliance Navy to 8 major pirate anchorages. Since the Thessica raids, no ship from the Terminus has been reported in the Hong system. That seemed to have been an effective deterrent. Matar. Matar is a terrestrial planet with a thick atmosphere composed of nitrogen and krypton. Its frigid surface is mainly composed of sodium oxide with deposits of copper. Because of noxious surface gases, explorers are warned to use extreme caution. Matar lacks a magnetic field. This makes it useless for discharging FTL cores in orbit. The energetic particles of solar wind from Hong strike the upper atmosphere directly, ionizing the krypton. This gives the planet its distinctive minty green-white hue. Spearmint. Matriarch's writings just recovered. Scans of Matar revealed debris from a destroyed Asari freighter. Further scans uncovered a body which was brought on board. Dr. Chakwas examined it, but learned nothing about its origins. Among the Asari's personal effects, however, was one of Matriarch Delinganaga's writings. Casbin. Rock the Casbin. Ah, yeah, I remember this place. We'll come back to this. Pomal. Pomal is an enormous terrestrial planet with a very dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sodium. The surface is scorching hot and mainly composed of sodium oxides and deposits of nickel. There's evidence that Pomal was once uncovered with broad, shallow seas. Should a probe ever be sent to the surface, a check for ancient fossil life might prove valuable. If only I had probes. But no, I don't want those. Who needs probes when you have a Mako? Caspian is a classic pre-garden terrestrial world with conditions similar to those on Earth millions of years ago. Its hot, humid atmosphere is mainly composed of nitrogen and carbon dioxide. An increasing amount of the surface is covered by simple lichen and algae. Should no unexpected calamity occur, these tiny plants will change the atmosphere to an Earth-like nitrogen-oxygen mix over the next 3 millennia. Due to its potential for future habitability and sapient life, Caspian has been designated a sanctuary world by the Citadel Council. Landing is prohibited by law, and any disturbance of the fragile young ecosystem will result in harsh fines and penalties. Oh, and imprisonment. Like penalties, like imprisonment. At present, the planet is passing through a debris trail of a long period comet. Well, since we're a Spectre, we don't care. Surface temperature 99 Celsius. Oh boy. That's a little bit hot. Yeah, a little bit humid, I could say. What else do we have? Yeah, 99 Celsius, boy. Should Mate stay or should Mert go? If he goes, there will be trouble. If he stays, it will be double. Team Rocket's blasting off again. It's not that, I know. I don't know where that's from, but I did want to... Might have been, I don't know. I'm tired. Saving content. Ooh, pretty planet. With a lot of asteroids. I'm glad those are mostly not landing here. Anomaly. Oh, right. Okay, I gotcha. That's what it's from. It's very similar to Team Rocket. It is pretty lush, but I guess these are extremophile lichen plants. They're probably not actually complex organisms. They're probably just like tiny bits of bacteria forming kind of green growths more than in like an actual single organism. I reckon that's probably what they're saying, but it does look a little bit too lush. They could probably have toned it down a bit. Or just make it not 99 degrees Celsius, just made it like 70 or something. So it's not nearly boiling at the surface for water. Although the pressure, I don't know what it is. I think it's normal pressure though, so it wouldn't be boiling nearly. I mean, it's an average, so a lot of it would be, and some of it wouldn't. Come on! Get up there! No, I can't make it. Ah. Boy, I remember every time I can't make one of these rises because I always end up stalled out. Even though if you just go side to side like this, you can get up pretty much anything. It's pretty great. I think there's a pyramid on this planet as well. Woo! Bumpy terrain though. Come on. Come on! Come on, 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 come on. There we go. Alright, what is this? Beacon. Bringing home the beacon. ID tag. Buried on the beacon was an identification tag for Captain Thin. There's no indication of why it was hidden here or who buried it in the first place. I think that's one of the legal one Solarians.
That's it. Bag him and tag him.
Yeah. Yeah. You're probably right. Oh boy, that was a long drop. These are some big cliffs, man. The Mako's having a good time. Having a good time. Having a good time. Feeling very whimsical, musical. But riding in the Mako will do that to me. Ah! What do you mean you can't go up an 88-degree incline? We made it! Woo! Oh shit. I was expecting a plateau, but I don't know why I was expecting a plateau. This planet apparently is plateauless. Without and devoid of plateaus. Woo! A lot of craters though, which makes sense because this place does seem to be under a little bit of a bombardment. And probably has just recently stopped being an extraordinarily turbulent period of bombardment. Blade of Coding 5. Let me check that out actually. What is that? 12% damage. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'll give that to Tally as well, in fact, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh yeah, her armor is just the worst at this point. Alright, I'll give it to the other one. The one who actually has decent armor. Just destructible terrain. If this game had destructible terrain, it would be. I mean, if this game had destructible terrain, and they had this large of maps, it would be like one of the most unintentionally like diverting aspects of this game by far. It'd just be amazing. It'd probably be the most unintentionally diverting part of any game ever. I'm not gonna lie, but alas, no. Whoa! Oh my gosh. That is a lot of geth. Well... Oh boy. Well, apparently their rockets have phasing technology, so... That's a thing. We're gonna try and kill this one, though. Having such a good time. Lady Godiva. Oh boy. This is the one that would be more difficult to deal with. I'm not going to be able to get out of my car. Miss out a little bit of experience, but I'll make it up elsewhere. You can run over these armatures, actually. Oh my god! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, 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 this isn't... Oh god. Well, that's unfortunate, but very humorous at the same time. I'll go there first, I guess. That way, I'll have the height. And also, if I die again, I won't have to keep getting those anomalies. Gotta keep in mind, Makos don't do well with spikes. Keep Mako away from spikes. What? No. Wait a minute, is this even the same place I went to earlier? Surely it is. I don't remember it being jammed though. Are there two Geth outposts? That might be. Makos are great. What are you talking about? What's that? Oh, this is a different place. What the hell's going on? Wait a minute, there are two Geth outposts apparently on this planet. Well, that's fun. Dear God. Boy, I missed the hell out of that shot. Come on, just something. There we go. It's like they were trying to be defensive in that position somehow. How dare they? Just shot me. Was it? Ah! Die! Yeah, no, this is the Geth have very mysterious motives, but this is more God. I probably should just kill him with the Mako. I mean, goddamn snipers are one-shotting me basically. I do have barrier though. I forgot. I need to put down my hotbar. There is another. One of these is the outpost that killed me, and then this is another outpost. So, anyways, that's information I didn't have. Yeah, no, that outpost is strange for sure. Just gonna kill them all with the Mako though. I'm a little bit too squishy to be way out in the open, surrounded by a whole bunch of snipers that are capable of taking out the Mako's shields in a couple of hits. Just bloating up the mountains. That's probably a Geth idea. I don't know, the Geth might have been just surveying this planet. I mean, it's going to be inhabitable, like... Although, come to think of it, the Geth don't seem to really care too much about terraforming, so I have no clue what they want. They seem to be pretty content just to be spacefaring, which inorganic life would be, because, you know, who cares if you're in space, if you're inorganic. Woo! There's a Quarian plan all along. Oh boy. It is nice to see all these lovely little evasive actions that the Mako can achieve just by pressing the W button. Makes me look like I actually know what I'm doing. But I assure you, that's an illusion. Covering fire! They definitely get intimidated by the covering fire.
Shields disabled.
Wish they'd just
That's
move.
it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Can I save? Oh, I can, because they're far away. They are pretty far away, unless we killed them all. Nope. What was that? That was baloney. Good thing I saved, though. Sorry about that. Loud noise. I just think that was a weird graphical glitch. Apparently snipers have the range on me. What do you know? It's like they're somehow more ranged than a pistol. Alright, you're gonna die. By my hands. Singularity! Woo! Unnecessary, but I did it. Oh yeah, okay, right. This whole shenanigans shooting upwards in the Mako, that's a thing that is ridiculous in this game. Helps when you don't have the other view, but I'm glad it's staying perfectly still. It's being very considerate. They are here to serve. Isn't that what Geth means? Servant or friend or something? Something like that.
We're halfway to driving these synthetic bastards out of the system.
Quick save failed. Unacceptable. I don't want to do this again. Why? Fine. Oh wow, that was effective.
That's it. Bag 'em and tag 'em.
Yeah, Sovereign looks exactly like those ships. You're right. It's the Council. What a bunch of knob heads. Solarians do look like they kind of have knobs for heads, but well, that's a little bit specious of me to say. I actually like Solarians. I like the idea of the Solarians. They only live for like 40 years, but they don't sleep and they're just hyperactive, and it's a nice contrast to the Asari. And then Turians are basically just lizard people, effectively. But they're still cool. I'm quite impressed with the variety of aliens they managed to jam into this game. They're all fairly nice. I mean, of course, the Hanar. I mean, come on, who can't like the Hanar? The Elcor are pretty good too. Elcor, the inverse of HK-47. It's a nice touch. But yeah, get up that mountain. I like the Bolas too. Those are definitely the more original ones though, the Bolas, the Hanar, and the Elcor. They are the more minor ones as well. The Drell are interesting too though. They introduce some more of the other games. But I mean, the Drell were kind of needed because how the hell the Hanar are supposed to be taken seriously without the Drell? Rideable Elcor. Well, they should be rideable. The Elcor were they developed on a planet that had like something like three like I think it was like 10 Gs. They grew up on a planet of like 10 Gs, like a super dense like terrestrial planet. So they're just like really stocky. God damn it, I can't get up there. It might have been like 4 Gs, but still definitely capable of carrying some peoples. Definitely a Hanar though, but anyone could carry a Hanar on their head. I'm surprised you never see any Reaper variations of the Bolas, the Hanar, or the Elcor. I mean, I guess they could be like part of the the amalgamation of all those species for those weird fucking things, but I don't know. I don't think the Hanar made it in there. Woo, popping around. Hanar hat, man. Alliteration and everything. I am the man who can say those words, and I can get the venture capital, and we'll have products shipped out by midsummer, spring eve. Probably more like next third quarter of next year. It's always the third quarter of next year. Just that's the way it goes. There we go. Woo! God, this is really, really a difficult planet to get around. Come on! Oh no, this is a dead end. Ah, God. Well, I mean, it's mostly ocean, like the Hanar planet was. And I think I think the Hanar started to like confuse the Enkindlers with the Reapers. So I think they were like somewhat complicit. God damn it. Ah, this is just a big crater of doom. I remember this crater so much now. It's just like I remember vainly attempting to get up these walls. I'd like to see how the Elcor fight. I always imagine them being like have like turrets on their head and their sides, and just kind of walking into battle. Or I guess trotting into battle. A very slow passion. Yeah, I think he may not have. But yeah, since he was on an oceanic world, I mean, it'd be funny to see a Reaper swim through, or to have like aquatic Reaper minions. But yeah, since there weren't any in the game, probably because you never swim in this game. That's probably why. Shredder rounds. Ah, we missed out on something, didn't we? Some sort of... Ah, they blade of shielding. That's what we missed out on. And this is where we died that first time. Oh boy. Memories. Oh yeah? I haven't played the Leviathan DLC. That's probably why I didn't recognize it. Or I didn't remember it. Because it hasn't happened yet. But... that's good. I'm glad they added that, because it was kind of the sort of thing where everyone should have a swimming mechanic in video games. Like, even if you never are going to swim, making characters be able to swim is like, I don't know. Like, it's something that people do, so, you know, having it be an option is kind of important. Bam. That's the easy one. Maybe if I go way over here, I can get a better... Oh, good. Stay away from that thing. There we go. If I get over here, maybe I can get into such an angle that... yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. Having such a good time. When did they mention it explicitly in Dragon Age Origins that they can't swim? Imagine dwarves not knowing how to swim because, you know, they're underground. Although they're underground springs, so yeah, they should be able to swim. Everyone should be able to swim. But you're right, it is like a Bioware thing that they can't swim, which is a bit silly. It's a bit silly. Whoa, boy. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. I think we may need to hoof this one. Oh boy, that hammer tree just got hacked. That's hilarious. Well, Tally, just keep doing that. Just you don't die. We'll just wait for your hack to come back up. Oh, it had a do not swim sign. Oh, okay. I remember that vaguely now. Wow, it's a long duration. Tally, you're fine. Oh, so it's just walking its way up here. That's funny. Oh, come on, Tally, you've got to have a thing. Guess that is one problem with keeping it on active, is because they have a thing. Boom! Another level up. Level up. Let's see here. More first aid. Now we're good on first aid. Only 1 point for you. Ooh. We're getting down to the 1 point things now. Sun's all, but this time his enemies for 3 seconds. The all biotic squad. Caden, Mert, and Liara. Boy, that would be an interesting squad. Could be a lot of lift potential there for sure. Are these things I can hack? Or are they just Mako traps? No, this is just a turret base. I think that's it. Just a random little pylon thingy. Is there anything else? Nope, that's it. I've done it. Where's the Mako? Let's forget how big the scale is when it's zoomed out all the way. I do like the maps though. The map is pretty good. Do a good job. It's nice topographical. It's got a nice zoom. It zooms a little bit too close. I mean, it's not necessary to be that close, but still, I guess it's better to have it than not have it. Caspian, rock the Caspian. Teroshovaka, Teroshkova. Good times. Antibar, Zalbar. I just thought of Zalbar. Malwinor. Malwinor is the second of Teroshoka's outer worlds. It is essentially a rock of unremarkable ores with some deposits of water ice, but no minerals of value. The frozen surface is composed of silica. Like the gas giant Sol Marlon, it is thought that Malwinor formed too close to the Teroshka star, Teroshkova stars, and was thrown outwards by gravitational effects. Computer models suggest it will be ejected from the system in a few 100,000 years. Oh boy. Minus 228 degrees Celsius, huh? It's a bit nippy. Yeah, no drinks on the antibar. Good point. Sol Marlon is one of Teroshoka's two outer worlds, yes. Significantly removed from the rest of the system with unstable elliptical orbits, it is thought that they may have formed within 3 AU of the binary stars and were hurled outward due to the instability of such an orbit. Sol Marlon is a hydrogen-helium gas giant with significant quantities of sodium in the upper atmosphere, giving it a distinct gray color. Gray. Yeah, they probably would use Kelvins. But I mean, just add, 273 and you've got yourself Kelvin. 273? Is that right? It's probably not right. It's some number. Hunsalra is a small hydrogen-helium gas giant. It has unusually large amounts of nitrogen in the upper atmosphere, which glow purple when ionized by solar wind. Hunsalra's convenience as a place to dump drive charge has left its orbit littered with debris dumped overboard by visiting crews. Millimeters per mercury. Yeah, that is better. Units. What fun. What fun. Medallion recovered. While scanning the asteroid field in the Teroshkova system, you picked up some anomalous readings. After some daring maneuvering by Joker, a small team was able to recover some debris from one of the larger rocks. Among the items was a League of One medallion. The juice. The juice. The delicious juice. The juice is a terrestrial world with an atmosphere of chlorine and krypton. The surface is mainly composed of silicates with deposits of carbon. The juice has some low mass-word size and is tidally locked to the star Tereshkova A. The temperature difference between the sunward hot pole and the dark side cold pole creates a constant gale force winds across the Terminator. Terminator. Come with me if you want to live the juice. Ptolemaeus' atmosphere is very similar to Venus in terms of pressure and temperature. Looks like a great summer spot. Unlike Venus, however, Ptolemaeus' atmosphere has a significant quantity of oxygen, both free and bound in sulfur dioxides. The surface is largely composed of magnesia with deposits of carbon. It is possible, if unlikely, that simple life may be developing on Ptolemaeus. Computer modeling suggests that the powerful solar winds from the Tereshkova stars will blow off Ptolemaeus' atmosphere in a few million years, lowering the temperature to the surface to the negative 70s, from 451 to negative 70s. There's going to be a very brief period of time when it's not terrible to live on that planet.